This week is Crash Responder Safety Week. And joining us now is Marion Police Officer Tom Daubs. Officer Daubs, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Jackie.
Well, we talk a lot about preventing a crash, but when a crash has already happened, you also want to be safe because that could be really dangerous on the side of the road.
Exactly. Whether you're the motorist trying to navigate that crash or you're the first responder trying to get to that crash, we just want everyone to do so safely.
Right, and you're making yourself more visible today.
Yes, you know me. I always wear a prop or bring a prop
yeah.
to the Jackie Kennan show. And so a situation like this, especially as officers, not only do we wear the vest, firefighters, they've got their vests on. Oftentimes if there's an ambulance crew or a tow truck driver, when there's a crash, and notice I said crash. I didn't say accident, because that's a big misnomer there in the law enforcement circle. An accident is an unplanned mishap. A crash, somebody was driving too fast, they were driving distracted, maybe they didn't check their tires were bald and they lost contact with the wet road, whatever the case might be.
Bad weather, yeah.
Yes, a crash is when two cars or one car collides into something. And so we as the first responders, again, this week, it's not just the police or the state trooper, the deputy sheriff, it's the fire truck, public works, the DOT, a tow truck, whatever the case might be, even those ambulances. If they're going to be out on the roadways when cars are driving by, too close oftentimes, you know, wearing the vest, something reflective, it just reminds people, slow down, get over, be as safe as you can. Let the people that are working the crash try to get that crash cleaned up as quick as possible so all the roads can, or the lanes in the road can be opened back up to the moving traffic.
Right, and not be looking at it as you drive by.
Yeah, there's always going to be that. People are going to look over their shoulder and just be mindful. And in that one video you showed, like the snow, I am not a trooper. I have several friends that are troopers, and when the roads are that bad, they would tell you, I'll tell you, just stay home. Stay off the roads. When it's snow covered, you can't see the concrete on the highway below, time to stay home. But if you do have to be out, keep the speed down. That way, if you do go into the median or slide into the ditch, you're not going in at highway speed, Mach 2. It's usually like at 40 or 45. And like you talked earlier, if there is a flashing lighted vehicle on the side of the road, if you can't slow down, move over. And if you can't move over, slow down. So ideally, give them space to work. How close would you want them to drive by you if you were on the side of the road changing your tire? Just be aware, people are trying to do their job. Don't crash into them. That's going to be worse for everyone involved.
Right, and what is the law? Could you get in trouble too if you didn't slow down and move over?
Yes, there is a ticket, what I would call the move over law. So when you come up on the road and you see those lights flashing, first thing to do is start slowing down. And if you can get over, there's nobody in the lane to your left, move over. If you can't move over, then cut that speed way down, because that person, maybe an officer's done a traffic stop and maybe the person that pulls over is going to get out of their car. They're not aware cars are coming up behind them. So just be aware when those lights are flashing, that's your indication. Slow down my speed. If I can get over, safely get over. If not, the slower speed is going to be the ideal choice.
Right, and even if you have a car pulled over, if there's not a crash, still have to pull over and slow down.
When those lights are flashing, and I think about the tow truck drivers, they're on the side of the road, they're flatbed, they're trying to remove that disabled vehicle. Give those tow truck drivers some room to operate, move over as far as you can, let them work safely.
Because you can have another crash happen when there is one.
And as law enforcement, that's our worst fear. We're trying to get the first crash taken care of before a second crash happens. And I know all the time on 380 there'll be a situation where the troopers or CRPD are working a crash and then something happens behind them. We just want to prevent all the crashes, but especially not the chain reaction secondary crashes, if at all possible.
Yeah, just keep everybody safe.
Everybody safe, yes, especially with Thanksgiving next week.
All right, Officer Daubs, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Jack.